So our subject is microprocessor and microcontroller. Microprocessor is a single silicon chip that represents central processing units. It performs arithmetic and logical operations and control operations. If you look at the microprocessor architecture, it contains arithmetic and logical circuit, logical unit, control unit, and working registers. So the advantage of the microprocessor is it performs the ALU operations and control operations by integrating the diodes to single chip. Size less, speed is more, and comparing with MOSFET based design. Disadvantage is microprocessor based design requires external memory devices for storing the instructions, external I/O devices for monitoring and controlling the devices, external additional hardware circuit to perform special operations like timers and counters, watchdog timers, reset circuits, and external communication devices to communicate the things. So the size increases if you are using external components for microprocessor based design, and cost increases, execution time increases, speed reduces. So our ultimate is improve the speed. So in order to improve the speed, we are integrating this all external components into IC, that is microcontroller. So microcontroller is also a CPU. It performs arithmetic and logical operations. If you look at the architecture of microcontrollers, it contains CPU inbuilt in chip. It contains CPU, memory, I/O ports, additional hardware, and communication devices. Example 8051 or MSP430 G2553. The advantage is, so microcontroller based system contains inbuilt memory, I/O, and additional communication devices. So size reduces, cost reduces, the cost of the external components will be saving here. Execution time reduces because those are inbuilt, so no need to access external. So the external devices accessing time reduces. Power consumption reduces because external components, whatever the power consumed with external components, are also saving here. So these are improving the speed, reducing the cost and size, and power consumptions. These are the benefits of the microcontrollers. Example 8051. So see 8086 microprocessor IC. Similarly, MSP430 G2553. So in this subject, we are using these two ICs in our applications. In this subject, first 8086 microprocessor. So 8086 microprocessor features. First, 8086 is a 16-bit microprocessor. The 16-bit indicates 8086 microprocessor adding two 16-bit numbers at a time in the single cycle. Or it performs arithmetic and logical operations and control operations on 16-bit information. Second feature, if you look at the pin diagram, it contains 16 data lines like D0 to D15, and it contains 20 address lines like A0 to A19. So at a time it accesses 16 data lines. Similarly, it can address up to 2 power 20 memory locations by using this 20 address lines. So a magnet can address up to 1 megabyte memory. If you look at the architecture of 8086, it contains 14 16-bit registers. Like it contains general purpose registers, AX accumulator for storing the result of the operations in case of multiplications and divisions, BX base register, it contains the offset address, CX it is used for storing the counting values, DX are destination register. Similarly, it contains segment registers like code segment contains the code or instructions. Next, data segment contains the data information. Similarly, stack segment contains the stack information. Extra segment contains the data information. These are 8 registers: AX, BX, CX, DX, code segment, data segment, stack segment, extra segment. Next, stack pointer stores the offset address of the stack information. Base pointer, offset address of the base information. Like next, source index storing the offset address of the input data. Destination index stores the offset address of the result. Next, flag register, which stores the status information and control lines. Next, instruction pointer stores the offset address of the code. Totally 14. AX, BX, CX, DX. Next, code segment, data segment, stack segment, extra segment, stack pointer, base pointer, source index, destination index, instruction pointer, flag register. 14 register. Next, it supports pipelining technique. The main advantage is it is a 16-bit registers, and comparing with 8086 is 8-bit registers. So we are reducing the half of the execution time. In case of 8085, at a time we are performing 8-bit operations. Here, 16-bit operations. So instead of taking 2 8-bit data, we are taking at a time single bit 16-bit data. So instead of 2 cycles, we are taking only 1 cycle. So half of the exact execution time is reduces. Similarly, pipelining. So first we need to fetch the data in the first cycle. In the second cycle, decode the data. In the third cycle, execute the data. So if you want to execute one instruction, it takes 3 cycles. First, fetch the data in the first cycle, decode the data, execute the data. So instead of performing individual these cycles, parallelly we are performing these operations. In the single cycle, first we are fetching the data, first instruction, second instruction, decode that one, third instruction will be executed like that. Parallelly, it performs 3 operations. So execution time will be reduces. Instead of waiting for again fetching and decoding. Parallel, it will perform this operation. So we are improving the speed and performance automatically. This is our ultimate thing. Next, it contains 6 bytes of instruction queue. That instruction queue pre-fetch the 6 bytes information. Instead of waiting for a day, pre-fetch the 6 bytes information. Next. So it is available in 40-pin lead, ceramic, dual inline package, and plastic package. This 8086 microprocessor is available in 40 lead, ceramic, dual inline package, and plastic package. This 8086 microprocessor available with different clock frequencies. Initially, it is available with a 5 MHz clock signal, that is 8086 microprocessor. Second one, 80862, that is available with 8 MHz. 80861, that is available with 10 MHz clock signals. So as the clock frequency increases, F equal to 1 by T. So as the clock frequency increases, execution time reduces. Execution time reducing means speed increases. So you can improve the speed by providing the more clock frequencies. So we can use any one of these clock signals: 8086, 80862, 80861. So this 8086 microprocessor is operated in minimum mode and maximum mode. Minimum mode means 8086 itself performing these operations. No need to use external processing elements like any external microprocessor or processing elements. Suppose 8086 wants to perform ALU operations, we can use in minimum mode. Suppose if you want to do the floating point operations, 8086 doesn't support the floating point operations. At that time, 8086 needs to be interact with 8087. That is the floating point unit. That is means that floating point operations performed by the 8086 8087 microprocessor. So that is needs to be interfacing with 8086. That is operating means maximum mode. So maximum mode, the 8086 microprocessor interact with external processing element and do the operation. In case of floating point operations, we can use maximum mode. This 8086 microprocessor, it provides 33% duty cycle. Means if you look at the clock signal, that will be logic high in 33% clock signal, remaining 67% that is logic low. That like that it provides the clock signal.